Hello YouTube. We have a sneaky preview for you. I say we have a preview. I went, Leo didn't. So Leo's mainly here because, you know, it's easier to talk to someone, and also I kind of want to get your opinions and what you think about this, having like looked at the pictures and hearing what the menu's like, because it's one thing actually eating it, but you know, a lot of the time you pick things based on what the menu sounds like and what it looks like. So that way you get a bit of like two opinions about this. So I went to Paradise Palms for a preview of their Lucky Brunch, which is really exciting because there's not a huge amount of brunch spots in Edinburgh when it comes to vegan stuff. Not that kind of like jump out at me anyway. There is Black Rabbit, who have stuff that is available all the time, so you can go any day of the week and you can go and get something for brunch, which when you work during the weekends like we do is really helpful. You've got Brewdog, who do a really good vegan brunch, but it's like one option, and it's only on weekends. So we've had it once because we always work weekends. BBL, but that's not really like a brunch place. It's like I'll go get a filled roll and then I will carry on with my day. This is like proper sit down brunch that they're going to be doing at Paradise Palms or the Lucky Pig. And yeah, it is really, really exciting. So this was a little preview. So what you're seeing is not going to be the final thing, but it gives you an idea of what they are going to have. So first of all, there were cocktails, but I was working at Easter Greens after I finished this, so I didn't go for anything alcoholic, and I don't drink anyway, so it's fine. So I went for the Sunrise, I think it was called, and it's grenadine, then guava juice and lime.
Sounds really nice. It looked really nice as well. It
is really nice. It was refreshing. That's the thing. It's freezing out at the moment and it's a cocktail with ice in it, but it was really nice. It was just fruity and refreshing and really nice, and I would definitely go for that again because it was really nice. It's nice having a non-alcoholic option that has had some thought put into it rather than we've got orange juice.
Yeah. You see that far too many times.
Exactly. So this was really, really good. But let's go on to the food, the important bit.
Fair enough.
We got like a little, there was a big bowl that had like some of the breakfast items. It didn't have all of them, but we had beans, which they have like a hint of spice to them. Mm. So rather than just being straight up beans, it's not that like, oh my god, that's spicy. It's that you'll be eating it and like, something in here's got a bit of warmth to it.
That's really nice.
Yeah. It's something different, isn't it?
Yeah. That sounds like the sort of beans that you would make if you were going, I want to do something different. I have had baked beans already this week. I don't want the same.
Exactly.
So
and
that
they're
sounds
like
really nice.
Proper like homemade style beans. You've got your tomato, which is kind of like bog standard in all things, which I really like a tomato in my fry up.
Even I do now.
Yeah.
So
there you go. A slice of avocado, which it's one of those weird things. Part of me doesn't get why people put avocado on a fried breakfast, but then when the toast turns up, the first thing I always do is put the avocado on the toast, so I totally get it.
I was going to say, did you get toast with this?
Yeah, you did get toast with this.
There you go.
With some really nice vegan spread to go on it. There is tofu scramble. Now, if I was going to make any notes on this would be the one and only one. And it's like super, super picky because everything was really good. Spoiler, everything was really good. It's really runny. Oh. It's flavoured beautifully. It's got such a lovely amount of flavour to it. It's just very runny. I almost thought it was dull to begin with. Oh. But that's like the tiniest little complaint in the scheme of things. I'd rather have that than like some dry, crumbly tofu scramble. Exactly. So tiniest nitpicky bit, but it was really nice. There was a square sausage, which is about yay size. It was kind of along the lines of BBL's one. It was kind of beany almost, crumbly. It was
BBL's is really nice. So
yeah,
if
it
it's
was a
like
really
that,
nice one. Plus,
sounds...
you like a square sausage. I'm not such a fan of them because, like the Howie's ones you get in the supermarket, they're pink and they look like the real thing, and I was never a fan of the real thing.
You hated the...
Whereas I like this.
Moving swiftly on.
But I like this because it's not that kind of real meaty fake stuff. It was really nice. And there are 2 types of sausages. Now, this is where I got really excited because it is mentioned in the menu. Or in the bump before. They have a black garlic sausage.
See, based on that alone, I'd be like, yeah, I'm trying
Exactly. I'm like, sold. Black garlic sausage.
Yeah.
Which almost looks like black pudding.
Yeah.
And the other one was like an apple and herb sausage.
When you first showed me the picture and you said, oh, and that is a black garlic. And I'm looking at it thinking, isn't that black pudding? And also, having recently found out how black garlic's made, you're just like, whoa, wait, what?
But it's unusual. It's something different.
Totally.
And this is what I really, really liked about it. That you've got the spiciness in the beans. You've got some different types of sausages.
Yeah.
It's something different rather than like the bog standard fare that you get kind of everywhere. So it's exciting that this is going to be on offer, and it's exciting that this is different. Would you go for that?
Yeah. Based on the menu option alone of here is black garlic sausage, I'd be saying, that's different, that's interesting, you have sold me, sir.
And they were really nice, because again, going back to like a textural thing, you've got, this is like a whole vegan thing in general. I just find vegan food mushy. No, everything you have is mushy. You got the beans, mushy. Scramble, mushy. Tomato, avocado, all of it is very mushy. But then you get the different texture with the square sausage.
Yeah.
Which, while it isn't super firm, it's kind of crumbly, it adds a different dimension. And then you have the sausages, which are super firm.
Ooh.
And it's brilliant because it's not all mushy. Because so many times you get, like, Linda McCartney sausages. Crispy on the outside, mushy in the middle.
Yeah.
These had like a real bite and a real texture to them. They were really, really good sausages. So I know they were like debating between the 2, but either way, I'm happy with both of them. They are amazing.
Well, I want the black garlic sausage.
But both of them were really good. I would not be upset either way. Because they were both really, really good taste-wise.
I just want to try the black garlic sausage.
Okay.
I'll shut up about it.
The black garlic sausage. Next was French toast. So we got some French toast and some bacon. Again, this is something that I think is really good for vegan brunches because it's messy to make at home. Yeah. This is my ultimate thing. Would I go out for brunch or would I make it myself? I would not always make a fry-up, so I'll go out for it. Yeah. Making French toast is messy. I'll go out for it. If it's things like oats, smoothies, I'll just do that at home because it's cheaper and quicker and easier.
And better.
Exactly. But, well, not always. Some people do really good smoothies and oats, but like, by the time I've gone there, I could have made it myself and eaten it, you know. But French toast is something I would go out for. There used to be a place on Queensferry Road Street, Caffeine Drip, that did vegan French toast, and it was so good. And then they just disappeared one day. No. And I don't know anywhere else that does vegan French toast.
I honestly can't think of anywhere off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's one of those things of like, why don't people do this more? This was really good. I have to admit, when it turned up at the table, we were all like, oh God, I forgot that there's more food. We've all just demolished this fried breakfast. So we're like, uh-oh. Because also, I don't want to be one of those people that, you know, you're getting a sample of food, so you just take pretty pictures, try a tiny bit, and then it goes in the bin. Now, I'm eating everything that's being put in front of me, and it's not going to waste.
And avoiding food waste.
Exactly. So, yep, tried it, and it's really good again. It's a sweet one. So whereas the Caffeine Drip was a savoury one, this is a sweet one. And I think they could do like a roaring trade in doing both with this, because this is a good base that you could put both things on. Obviously this one came with bacon and maple syrup, but it's a really, really nice French toast.
See, based on the pictures, I'm thinking, that looks interesting. That looks nice. I'd quite like to try that. Based on what you're saying, it's the... I'd forgotten about the caffeine drip. That was
Obviously, that's
amazing.
like a little sample. That's like
Yeah.
a little tiny bit, but it gives you an idea of what it's going to look like.
Absolutely. It is one of the things that I think that the first time I'd go, I'd be wanting to try their breakfast based on this. The second time I'd go, oh, French toast, yes. Having that, or we'd go half and half.
Well, there's more to come.
Oh, God.
There's breakfast rolls as well.
Of course.
So again, after this, so we're like, oh, French toast, yeah, after the fried breakfast. I can handle some French toast. I'll have a couple of little bits with some bacon and ooh, that's really nice. Then the breakfast rolls came out. I was like, oh God, I really didn't like pace myself on this. So there's two types of breakfast roll that came out. One was egg and ham and one was a Reuben. And this is the thing, yeah, exactly. At the beginning, before all the food came out, and before everything happened, the chef got up and was like, so this is what we're gonna do, this is what you're gonna have. And as soon as he said Reuben, I was like, yes! And then promptly forgot because I was like, yes, Reuben, ooh, cocktails, ooh, fried breakfast. Oh, I forgot about all this. Uh-oh. So, yeah, at this point, I'm like, uh-oh, because I really need to try these. But I was on a table of 6 people. So I kind of like just gate crashed some people, like, hey. So I like had half an egg one and half a Reuben and didn't get like a whole one each because that would have just been obscene. Though I totally would have taken that hit for the team. I went for the egg and ham one first. Now, this, I'm trying to think of a way to word this. It wasn't the worst thing. It was bottom of the rung of everything I had that morning. And I would still happily eat it because it was amazing. The only reason it was bottom of the rung is because it's so messy. So you've got ham, which, because it's got that kind of smoke ring on it. This is all vegan, by the way. You can't quite bite through it, so you end up kind of pulling it all out. And because it's that kind of loose tofu scramble again.
Yeah.
As soon as you bite down on it, it goes everywhere. However, I would happily eat it again any day of the week.
Yeah.
And the only reason it was like bottom of the rung is because it was so messy to eat. And it had mustard in it, and it was so delicious. It was just so messy.
Looking at the pictures and just the description, sort of, a ham and egg breakfast roll. Again, that's something that I would try.
Yeah.
Maybe not first out the gate because there are the other things, but if they just had that, it would be all right, you've sweet talked me into it. I am intrigued.
But that's the thing. Sometimes having something messy is a good thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's tiny nitpicky things because everything was so damn good. And I'm well aware that, this was complimentary. This was like #gifted. But if it's not good, it's not good. And this was all genuinely so well thought out and so good. So it's going to be minor little picky things that are just going to come out because otherwise it's just going to be, this is good and this is good and this is great and this is great and you should eat it all. Minor thing.
But the thing is that this is the whole point of you and others being invited, is that this is what we're going to do, what are your thoughts? So that they get feedback.
Yeah, entirely. And that's the thing, I don't know how they would improve it because if you did like a slice of tofu in it instead, it just wouldn't be the same.
Yeah.
It's brilliant, it's just messy. Which brings me to the Reuben.
Oh.
The Reuben is incredible and really messy.
I love a Reuben.
It's a Satan Reuben as opposed to tempeh Reuben.
Okay.
Because we really like the one at Audio in Glasgow, which is a tempeh Reuben.
Yeah.
This is a Satan one. But unlike the ham, where you try and bite through it and the whole thing would come out, this was actually had a good texture. You could bite through it.
Oh.
And we had the pickles, mustard, sauces, shredded
Everything.
stuff. And again, it's one of these things that you find yourself biting into it and end up with half of it in your hands. But I was totally cool with that. Again, like with both of them, ultimately totally cool with it because you just end up covered in it. But it's delicious. The Reuben is really, really good.
See, as I already mentioned, I'm quite partial to a Reuben.
Is that what we're doing today now?
Maybe.
I meant to bring some tempeh rashers back from work, but I forgot.
That's
Sorry.
okay. Something to do later. But no, you know, the fact that they've got a Reuben, if somewhere has a Reuben, it'll be like, oh, I'd really like to try that.
Yeah.
So the fact that they're doing this and the other things, it's not just, here's our brunch option, it's a Reuben.
Yep.
Is...
Well, there's more. There's one more thing. One more. Pancakes.
Oh.
Now, I'm aware I've just been like slagging off Oats as well and things like that. They are going to be doing overnight oats. It's like, this is just a sample of the menu. There's going to be loads more. But there's also pancakes. Now,
Right.
unfortunately, I didn't get a nice picture or a nice like video of it because they came out in these huge plates and they just were like divvying them out to people. But they come with blueberries on top, blueberry syrup, and like a sour cream kind of drizzle. And we got them and they just had the kind of blueberries on top, and they're like $silver pancakes. And I have to be honest, by this point, I'm like, I can't eat anymore, I'm going to explode. But I should really try it because, you know. But again, pancakes are one of those things that you can easily make them at home and they're going to be all right. So for you to bother going to a restaurant for them, they have to be pretty damn good. And these are like Scotch pancakes.
Oh.
They're really like fluffy. They've got a nice texture to them. They're really, really good pancakes. And yeah, I just kind of grabbed one because it had the stuff on top of it and didn't notice the drizzle. And was eating it and there was like a little bit stuck on the bottom. It was like, oh, that had a bit of sour cream or something, or there's more on the plate. Like another one, dipping it around the plate. It's like, oh, that's amazing. So yeah, they do the blueberry with the sour cream and they've done a damn good job on these things. They're really, really nice.
Again, from my perspective, based on what you're seeing on the menu, again, like you say, pancakes you can make, but they're a faff. It'd be that's something that you intrigue me with your talk of, and seeing the pictures of them, it's the and hearing that they're like the old-fashioned Scotch pancakes.
They're
It's
good.
like, I mean, the only criticism I could possibly offer at that is if they've got really nice vegan spread, they're going to do an option where they just bring out the pancakes and some spread, so you can just go.
It's interesting that you mention this because the one thing I really, really liked about it was it had a tang of saltiness.
Ah.
So the thing with sweet stuff is it can just be sweet.
No.
Sugar, sweet, sugar, sweet. But if it just has that touch of saltiness, which you normally tend to get like if you have pancakes and you put butter on them, because it normally has salt in the butter, that's what balances it for you. I think they might have, because it just had that kind of sweet but touch of saltiness balance to it that was really, really nice.
There we go.
So yeah, not on the subject of pancakes but waffles. We've been waffling on for a while now, so yeah.
Comedy
there we go.
gold here.
That is a brief waffling on preview of the brunch that's going to be at Paradise Palms. We can't wait for it to come out because then you can come and you can try it. And yeah, are you excited to try it? So yeah.
We'll have to go several days. So
Oh
I can try
no.
everything.
But yeah, keep an eye out on their Facebook and their Instagram and everything, and you'll see the full menu. And thank you for watching and listening to our ramblings. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and check us out on Patreon if you want to give us some support. But most of all, thank you for watching, and we will see you again soon.
Bye.
Bye.